lunar owls still look damn good. Hootie, I'm a lunar owl. I'm a lunar owl.
Can't
Right?
be an owl and a soulmate.
I could be everything, baby. I could be everything but a mist, but a raindrop, and a ghost.
Okay, because they are slacking.
What's up, y'all? Welcome to From Her Baseline podcast, where every play starts on and off the court. I'm India.
I'm Liz.
And yeah, we started this new podcast to talk about women's sports, women's basketball specifically. We know it's a lot of other podcasts out there, mainly ran by men, and they have their own perspective. So we wanted to bring you the women's perspective about a sport that we both love. And so we hope you enjoy, like, comment, and subscribe.
Hey.
We already had an episode drop about the South Carolina LSU game that's now playing on Friday. Listen, we new to this. We had a lot of technical difficulties. Here we are again. This is supposed to be our first episode, but it will now be our second. Unrivaled, a new 3-on-3 league. What's your first impressions? What you think so far?
I like it. I think it's exciting. It's fresh. And it exposes people's favorites. So I think that's an interesting thing to see how players can improve, because you don't always get to see that in 5-on-5.
Y'all be hiding in 5-on-5. Some of your faves be hiding. They not real hoopers.
Hiding.
And let me just let y'all know, I feel like there's a difference, right, between a basketball player and a hooper.
Okay.
To me, a hooper is somebody who grew up playing outside, pickup games,
At the park.
a little shiftier. They can create their own shot.
Yeah.
And then I feel like we have basketball players. Basketball players would be somebody that's good in the system, good in 5-on-5. They can make a shot, but I wouldn't say that they can create a shot.
Yeah.
Who are some people right now you feel like are hoopers that are getting the shine they deserve?
Enrique, she been going off. Ryan, Nafisa looks good.
Now, would you say Nafisa is a hooper, or does she just look good?
I think she can hoop.
Yeah. Okay.
I think she can hoop. She doing a little bit of everything. Who else? Tiffany.
She's definitely a hooper.
And I would even say AT at the top of my head is who I can think of right now.
Yeah, she a dog.
What about you?
I would of course say Enrique, Ryan, De'Erica.
I didn't even say
De'Erica.
Yeah.
Tip, of course. I feel like Jackie will show herself as a hooper when she gets back healthy. Skylar Diggins, of course.
Okay.
Alicia Gray is looking like a hooper.
Yeah.
Chelsea Gray, she's just good. Like, she's a hooper and a basketball player. We got some basketball players that are getting exposed. I'll say off rip, your fave, Sabrina Ionescu, she's a basketball player.
Yeah.
She
definitely fits in full system. Cannot create.
Yeah,
with all the open space.
Even with all the open space,
Crazy.
she haven't even been able to knock down threes, and I think that's just simply because she's not creating them. She good off a screen or a pick and roll, running a motion where she got multiple screens coming at her.
Exactly.
But her ability to just come down and get a bucket has not proven itself.
Low-key their whole squad, though.
Yeah, I wouldn't say the Phantom are hoopers.
Yeah.
Who else?
The co-founder herself.
Brianna Stewart. Yeah, girl.
Yeah.
You shouldn't have took that much time off.
2 months was a long time, huh?
2 months was a long time. 0-2 in your own league is crazy. What other impressions did you have?
I think it just looked good. The players look happy. They look refreshed and well rested.
The pace is fun.
So fast. I think that makes it interesting. The only thing that makes it not interesting is when they come down and automatically throw it up. A screen or two is needed, some inside out game. So I like the faster pace game for sure.
Let me tell you my one complaint. I feel like you know what I'm going to say. The broadcasting has not been good. For the rollout to have been so good, the way they introduced the players, the way they introduced the coaches and what teams they would be on, right? Like, I thought that would bleed over into the season and the broadcasting. And listen, it's been terrible. Lisa Leslie, she said boom boom room about 58 times in the first game. And let's clock this. Somebody must have told her what the boom boom room was,
Because
or
they
not
too.
to say no more. Because day 2, she didn't say it at all. Another thing is, I don't know if it's TNT or just production as a whole, but the camera angles are terrible.
Yeah.
They zooming in on somebody that's just made a shot. I feel like it's too fast paced for us to zoom in on one camera. We need multiple camera angles.
Right. And if they are gonna zoom in on one camera and then on the other side of the screen have the game still going on, maybe.
And also I've noticed that there are a couple quarters that don't have commercials. And maybe that's the first and the fourth. So maybe that's why we don't get as many replays. But we gotta find some room in there for some replays. Y'all find room to do them mid-game interviews. Let's see a replay. We missed some good replays, and that's a part of the game, right? We always want to see that again, whether it's a good block or something like that. We got to do better with production. Post the TikToks. TikTok is back. Post the tunnel fits. Post the things that they do.
More of the fits. I feel like they only show select players, and some of the ones that they select don't be putting that on for real.
Yeah, and the commentary, because I think this is kind of where the NBA or like ESPN falls off with telling these players' story. Y'all have all of these players in one room. Like we should know more about what they doing on a daily basis or how things are going for them. You know, we got so many players there with their kids and their families. Tell some stories.
Yeah.
Arena, she cooking dinner for everybody, good or bad. You know, tell us that. Because that'll make the game more appealing. That'll make it more interesting, especially when they just jacking up shots. It can fall off a little bit and it can get boring a little bit, but that's where you can come in telling stories and showing us behind the scenes stuff that we don't see. Other than that, I love the game. I'm excited for it. I think it's doing well. I think a lot of the players will grow and develop in the league. So the first games we had were Friday night. The first game was the Lunar Owls versus the Mists. What is it giving? What did it give to you?
It was exciting. I think that was a good way to open up just some competitive players competing. I think the last quarter is when it got very interesting. And it's kind of been the trend for all the games, is the fourth quarter being the most interesting one, because that first through third quarter is just like okay, we just kind of trying to score. We just doing our thing. But in the fourth quarter, called the winning quarter, it's like, okay, now we need to get down to business because we trying to go ahead and win the games.
I would even say that for like the end of the third quarter, because I feel like the third quarter, whatever team is down, they know they got to cut the lead so that they'll have a greater chance of getting to that winning point, you know? So I would say like end of the third and the fourth quarter are the most exciting. In this first game particularly, I thought that we had some first game jitters. Everybody was a little nervous. This was their first or maybe second or third time actually playing. You got the fans there now. It's different for everybody because Jewel had a 30-piece. So she looked real comfortable. She looked like a hooper that she is.
And then Stewie went 2 of 11. So
2 of 11 in her own league is crazy. You started the league, girl. You didn't think you need to come out a little better than that? 2 of 11? Let's see who else. DC, she looked all right. Still seatbelt gang. She had a crazy from behind block on Courtney Williams.
Looking real LeBron-like.
Looking real LeBron-like. What did the Lunar Owls give?
Lunar Owls look good. Nafisa picked up where she left off in the season. You got Courtney Williams. Still looking good.
Mid-range is crazy.
They are just a well-oiled machine for it to be so early in the season. Skylar Diggins Smith came out doing her Skylar Diggins Smith things. She is who hit the game winner final shot. Every game is going to have a game winner. I really like them though as a whole and individual players. I think they looked really good game one opening it up.
I will say we need a little bit more from Shakira Austin. I know she's coming off injury, so I expect her to do better as the season progresses. I really like her game. I told you before I liked her at Ole Miss, so I'm expecting her to do big things. And then they already are a solid team, right? We got Nafisa Collier, Skylar Diggins, Alicia Gray that we haven't even mentioned,
Which is crazy.
Courtney Williams, Shakira Austin, and Karen Brink, who we don't really know right now, but we expecting that she would come back. She coming off an ACL injury. I think she takes them up a notch.
Think or no?
No.
Cami is going to take it up a notch if she does get to join them. If they are not in the contention for championship, they will definitely be in the contention for championship with her coming back. They have one of the most, if not the most complete roster of all 6 ball clubs.
I agree.
So I'm excited to see more of them.
Yeah, I agree. I feel like they are great when it comes to guard play. I feel like they where they need to be when it comes to big. They don't have the biggest big, but Nafisa can get down there and bang. Shakira can get down there and bang. And they both got a mid-range game. Yeah. I would agree. Most complete team for sure.
And that's what I've noticed. The teams that have the more mobile bigs, the bigs that can do a little bit of everything, not just I'm a traditional center player, are the teams that have been the most successful in the sense. And I think that's just due to the pace of the game.
Yeah, because some of these bigs, one in particular, she not getting it done. Well, Lunar Owls won. They got the dub. Like I said, Scholar hit the game winner. Although DC is the defensive specialist, she went under the screen and Scholar Diggins knocked it down to get on the first win. The Jewel Lloyd, Scholar Diggins matchup was crazy.
Crazy.
I feel like they was both coming for blood. Jewel had a 30-piece, so she was winning the battle, but Scholar Diggins won the war. She got her team the dub. She did what she needed to do. She played good defensively on her. I think Jewel was just on it.
The Jewel thing, she had a rough W season, but she looked good coming out.
It met the hype.
Miss Ball Club, Brianna Stewart, Courtney Vandersloot, Aaliyah Edwards, Rakia, Dejanay, and Jewel Lloyd.
They look good on paper, but so far, week 1, it's not very promising.
Not very promising. And I think the stars have to show up because Jewel did go for a 30-piece in that first game, but where was Brianna at?
She's still on the beach drinking wine.
Brianna got to show up for them because 6 points. Imagine if she would have had 10, they could have won the game.
Game 2, we had the Rose Basketball Club versus the Vinyl Basketball Club. I'll tell you right now, before the game, I was Rose Basketball Club all the way. They got a great roster. They got Angel Reese, Chelsea Gray, Lexi Hall, Kalia Copper, Azarae,
Brittany Sykes.
And Brittany Sykes. On paper, I thought they looked good. I'm a fan of all their games.
Collectively, something's not meshing well.
Something not meshing well, and part of me want to blame the coach. Because Lexi Hall playing 6 minutes is crazy.
Unacceptable.
Lexi got to get more minutes. I don't know what it is about these coaches not giving her time, not allowing her to showcase her game, but I believe she needs more minutes. I believe she'll play well with Chelsea Gray. She can do a lot of things. She can defend the ball. She can shoot the 3. Nola, you got to make it happen.
I do too, and I think this is game 1 for them now. They lost by 6. Had she got a couple more minutes, it would have been a different outcome, I think, because she is such a defensive presence, which you need that in a game like 3-on-3. You need somebody that's going to be able to play some good defense and get a bucket, and that is who Lexi is. What do we got on C. Gray?
Oh, listen. She's coming back into herself. She looked damn good. 6 assists. She was knocking down some 3s. She was knocking down her little mid-range. She's just an all-around facilitator, so you're never going to bet against her, right? I didn't look at that game and be like, Chelsea needs to play better.
It's the people that's not even necessarily the people that's around her. Chris Kyle had a good showing. The Barbie had a good showing. Everybody that got in had a relatively good showing. I just think probably is the coach.
Yeah.
Azarae, she do got to pick it up a little bit.
Off this first game.
Yeah.
But she is a little older. She have come off some major back injuries and shoulder injuries. She was at LA, so she probably wasn't getting exactly what she needed to come back full form after her injury. Yeah. So I expect her to do better though. I like her game. I think she's gonna do well in this league because she can defend and she can come out and shoot the three.
She just got some championship pedigree too. She played with CP, so I think potentially she can get into her bag.
And she's a UConn girly. I think the Vinyl was a sleeper team. I think when you look at them on paper, you might think, okay, they all good individually, right? But you won't really know how that would have meshed with the other team. They proved us wrong. They got Ryan Howard, Arike Ogunbowale, Ray Burrell, Aaliyah Boston, De'Erica Hamby, and Jordan Canada. Compared to the other teams, you probably wouldn't have had them as high. And I'm sure after you watch the game, just like us, we was like, oh, damn, we was wrong.
I will admit to y'all, I had them in my bottom 3, but they are now in my top 3 for sure.
Yeah.
They looked good.
Ryan Howard looked good. She went for what?
33 points.
Hoopers versus basketball players. Ryan Howard is a hooper. And she looks damn good.
She was hiding from a snow. She went for 33 game 1. Arike went for 10.
I feel like Arike, we know what she gonna do at 3-on-3. Like, it's just a matter of time before she get hot, before she get comfortable, and she start going crazy. We know that she got that in her bag to do. We know that 3-on-3 was made for her. I think she just gotta find her way. You know, she not used to playing with the talent that she playing with. Oh,
De'Erica looks good, y'all.
Listen, De'Erica done look good since she left Vegas. I hate that she had to leave, but I really think that just lit a fire under her. She said she was gonna prove y'all wrong, and boy, she has done that.
Okay.
She went for 17 efficiently. No fall off there. If you know, you know. She gets it done.
If you know, you know. De'Erica is looking good, and I think that is a reason why they are going to go relatively deep in this 8-week season. So that was all the games on Friday. We jumped off with the last 2 ball clubs that didn't get to play on Friday. Laces versus Phantom. They showed off on Saturday.
Listen, Saturday was interesting.
It was interesting.
Because I feel like the Phantom and the Laces played, and we didn't know what the Laces was going to give, and they gave exactly what they needed to give. And the Phantom underwhelmed.
So underwhelmed, they got booed out.
Phantom, Natasha Cloud, Sabrina Ionescu, Satu Sabali, Katie Lou, Brittany Griner, and look, on paper, you think they top 3. BG, listen, I think they just wanted to keep you home, love. I know you didn't want to go overseas, but you could have took time off. This was not made for her. She too big. She too slow. You thought she would be a cheat code, and she has been a cheat code for the other team.
I am sticking by that BG is a cheat code, because if they get the ball to their side of the court and they run a screen or do some inside out with her, you know, Sab don't create her own shot, but you can't play one-on-one against BG. Just be real. The only person that's going to be able to even give her a run money is Stephanie Dawson. Everybody else, she's going to turn around and hook shot right over there.
And she's lethal from right there.
She is lethal from that area. So you're going to have to show to get Sab open or get Satu open, or even giving Natasha Cloud a chance to get in and hit a little mid-range. She trying to add the 3 to her repertoire of things. So she done started knocking. Yeah. She'll knock one of them down every now and then. But so she is a cheat code if they use it right. They not using it right because they come down and they just jacking up shots, and that's not giving her time to get down the court, because let's be real, my girl need the time to get down the court.
And listen, Sab, this is why I say she's not a hooper, because 3-on-3, the first game, has made it clear that Sab needs a play. She needs a playbook. She needs personnel. She needs to know who she's playing with. And it don't really look like she could just get in the game with anybody and be who she is, right? Either offensively or defensively. 6 for 17, and nobody set you down. Nobody told you. Then the coach played BG, Sab, and Satu damn near 30 minutes, and they wasn't getting it done.
Yeah, Satu was 4-14.
Come on.
Give other players a chance at that point, but they just don't know.
It's a mess. Oh, it's a mess, and they are getting clowned on the social medias. Defensively, we gotta get it together.
They gave up their defense.
And that's why the Laces busted y'all ass. Truthfully. That's why they busted y'all ass. Because you traded Jackie and Tim for Sabrina. And she went 6 for 11. 6 for 17, excuse me? Yeah.
They gave them up and they shouldn't have because
That was a bad move. They did that. They signed off on
I
that.
don't know who signed off on that, but they could have used some defensive presence.
Mhm.
Not to say that they are lacking it, but the only one that plays some relatively good defense is Natasha Cloud.
It's just getting the job done defense. So, yeah, Phantom, I'm off y'all. Y'all got to do better. I had y'all as number 3, and y'all are looking like number 6 right now. So, let's get better.
They had the first blowout of the season on day 2. 86-48. I don't know if we said that. Almost a 40-point game. Some gonna have to give for them, but they did get Natisha Heineman in the absence of Marina Mabry. I think when Marina come back, Marina gonna help them out a little bit just because she is in the score, and I think they need another score. And Marina not bad at creating her own.
She's not bad defensively either. She can defend.
Yeah, so I think she might kind of help them out and help them not get beat by 40 anyway.
Cool.
But
the Lace,
they look good, y'all. Time up.
Soulmate. I'm a soulmate.
Okay.
I am a soulmate.
I'm a soulmate. I'm a
Listen,
fan.
on paper, they don't look that good. But you know what makes them look good is they are a team full of role players. Tiffany played her role.
Oh, well, they got 6 men.
AT? What you call it? What they call it?
The engine.
The engine? She does everything. She do a little bit of everything.
Everything. She gonna play some defense. She gonna score. She just
pass. Yeah.
That's the bully.
Wow. Even with her little torn labrum, like, she's getting it done. She putting the girls to shame.
She is putting the girls to shame, but her rotation in them shoulders.
It looks better. Yeah. Yeah. I seen her at the free throw line.
Scary hours. If AT get to where she need to be, I think. Granted, not to say she not where she need to be, but
when them shoulders get where they need to be.
Okay, she looks great.
Hey, Money Martin.
Yeah.
Good.
That's AB thing, but she kills me with that.
Bow.
Okay, Kate does look good though. And somebody pointed this out on social media the other day. She is one lucky ass rookie to go from being with Asia and C. Gray and the players of that caliber on the Aces to 3-on-3 with Jackie Steele, Tiffany, AT, people who have been in the league for a long time. So she looks good. I mean, we didn't get to see a lot of her with the Aces because she didn't get to play a lot, but she been shining.
Yeah, she was learning in the background.
I'm a Martini.
Yeah.
She been shining. So I like to see her hoop and do her thing.
It's really not much you can say about them because they just look good as a team. I believe everybody scored in double figures that first game.
Yeah.
All around good team. They went from my number 5 easily. Did I have them number 5?
That was
I think I had a little faith in them. Yeah. They went from my number 4 or 5 to my number 2 easily. I'm excited to see them when Jackie come back because they look good without Jackie.
And Jackie, we know what Jackie can do.
And Jackie has 3-on-3 experience.
Mm-hmm.
So 1 goal, 3-on-3. So they just gonna get better. We'll have to see when they play the Lunar Owls, but they could move to my number 1 spot when Jackie get back. Hot take. Okay, who was that second game?
I can't see for shit set up on my screen like this. They was the second game. Just kidding. Lunar Owls v. Rose was the second game. And your notes are terrible.
I know.
Lunar Owls versus Rose. I see it 79-70.
Yeah, I mean, we talked about them already. The Rose gotta do better. Azure played much better. She wasn't as soft this game. She knocked down a couple shots for us.
Lexi played even less minutes in the first game. Still not understanding the thought process behind Lexi. I think she was even good going back to Stanford, so I'm confused as to why they do her like that. What's wrong with it? You can't even see it because the mic in the way. Okay.
And why do you keep putting your mic to the side like that?
Because why you got it sitting down right there like that?
So it could be voice right here.
Voice. Right there.
All right. I mean, that was a good game, a good showing. Lunar Owls still look damn good. I'm a Lunar Owl. Alicia
You can't
Gray.
be an owl and a soulmate.
I could be everything, baby. I could be everything but a mist. but a raindrop and a ghost.
Okay, because they are slacking.
They look good. It was a good game. I feel like it was better on both ends. Rose looked like they had it a little more together. Chelsea Gray still doing Chelsea Gray things. Angel Reese is finishing around the basket. So all y'all haters,
Angel Reese is looking good. She been in the gym. My girl even put the ball on the floor, little mid-range.
pull up.
Saying like, Val, come on. Angel is looking good. She did her Barbie things. Not a double-double quite, but 10 points, couple assists. Rebounding is her thing, so we never have to question her in that area. Just all around, I'm excited to see how much more she grows from being a part of this experience. I'm excited for her. So
I think they knew what they were doing, putting her with Chelsea Gray and Kyle. Don't whisper it. Say it with your chest. From Chelsea Gray to Dana Evans is crazy. But that's all right. I got a little faith in Tyler Marsh. He go get him some help. Camilla and Angel are showing themselves to have improved. They're gonna have crazy sophomore campaigns. So if he know what he doing, he gonna get them some help.
Jewel to Chicago.
I don't mind it.
Jewel to Chicago.
Oh, I don't know. I would like it. I didn't know Jewel was from Chicago, so it might work. But
yeah,
I don't know if she want to play that veteran role to a bunch of newcomers, and Dana ain't getting it done.
Yeah. Okay. What else about that game? I don't think we had too much to say. 79-70. Better showcasing from the Rose. Lunar Owl still rolling on. So that put Rose 0-2. That put Lunar Owls 2-0.
Well, let's get into Monday.
First game of that was Vinyl versus Phantom. 84-69. Ghost game. Did y'all show up?
They did exactly what they did. They win Ghost.
What? Looking good. I'm gonna put them at the number 3. So far, they the number 3 team in the league. Vinyl are.
Absolutely. What would you say separate them from numbers 2?
I think just the experience that the Laces have. Every player on the Laces, aside from Kate Martin, has been in the league for a relatively long time. They championship experience in the Erica. Tiff didn't win.
She's a Husky, though.
Tiff came from a winning program at UConn, then played with the Aces. She did well with Connecticut as well. So who else? AT has been in Connecticut for a while. They get there every year, but they just can't get over that hump. I just think the experience they said it the other day, they've played like 356 more games than any other ball club.
Yeah,
so
crazy.
Experience, I think, is what separates them.
I mean, that was a good game for the Vinyl. It's nothing really to it because the Phantom is doing terrible right now. Game 2, what was game 2 like on Monday?
Laces versus Miss. Miss dropped down to 0-2.
Stewie did better?
That's your one plus side?
Stewie did better?
Stewie did better. DC, you're going to have to be better than 1 of 10.
1 of 10?
I got faith in DC. She could have just had a bad game. Marina be making mac and cheese. The mac and cheese might have had her fucked up.
It looked good.
Well, it looked good. What you said the other day, everything that looked good ain't good.
Yeah.
And I think we won't see a bad performance like that from her again regarding her scoring. On defense, she still did what she needs to do because that's just what she do. So the Laces just look good. Laces are sitting at 2-0 after week 1. The Mist are sitting at 0-2 after week 1. And Stewie, you just got to show up for your team. I think everybody else is going to feed off your energy. You have the most experience. I want to say you got the most championships. She got most of a lot. So I think you got to show up and your team going to feed off you.
Is she washed?
I think she's reaching that point.
Yeah.
Because even if we go back to her playoff run, it wasn't just the strongest.
It wasn't the strongest. Even her first time in New York Liberty, she won MVP, and I feel like they just gave her that. It wasn't a MVP worthy season for her. She had 2 40-point games, but that's nothing if you compare it to a whole season. I think AT deserved it that year. They really snubbed her.
Triple doubles.
I mean, look, she's done well for herself.
If she retired today, I wouldn't complain about it because she has done it all. 4 championships in college. You got, what, 3 in the league. The only thing that she don't have is defensive player of the year.
She might not get that.
She said her wife be getting on to her about that.
I would too.
Wh-
Y'all comment below what y'all take is
Let us
over
know.
Brianna Stewart. Let us know what you think.
Is it gonna sustain
What you mean?
the league? Is it gonna keep up the hype?
Oh,
With
good
everybody
question.
with everybody playing everybody so often.
I think we'll be able to evaluate after week 2, week 3. I feel like there's still some hype around it. I would be interested to see the viewership because I think that's really going to matter. When you play the same teams multiple times and they at least going to play each other, 3 or 4 times, I would assume. I think it will get better if the teams that suck right now get better.
Yeah.
And it's more competitive throughout the game. I think that will depend on how much they are really committed to showing up and looking good every night. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I think as they get better, it might. But are you going to lose fans in the process? Because how many people going to stick around? How many people going to stick around week 3, week 4?
I'm gonna stick around just because I'm a basketball fan.
You think it would last with Caitlin Clark?
Well, yeah.
Yeah. Silly question.
Silly
Listen,
question.
ask the Facebook people what they thought the league would look like without Caitlin Clark, and they was in an uproar. And they had their panties in a wad because I mentioned her name. But I think it is a good question to ask, though, because we know what kind of viewership and eyes Caitlin Clark brings.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And even though she has brought a lot of eyes to the league, the WNBA league, Unrivaled has done that thing with social media to bring more eyes. How many eyes are staying? How many eyes came for Caitlin Clark or came for Angel Reese and are staying because they fell in love with the game? We'll have to see at the end. We got some games coming up.
The game's coming up. Week 2 starts on Friday in a couple of days. Game 1 on Friday is gonna be Battle of the Losers, Phantom versus Mist. Who you got getting their first win?
Missed.
Yeah, I gotta give it to the Mist unless the Phantom figure it out. The second game of that doubleheader is Laces versus Vinyl. That is gonna be an exciting game, and I'm gonna have to go Laces again just based off the experience and the all around complete team that they have.
Yeah, I might go Vinyl. They got a couple dogs. I think De'Erica's gonna show herself. I think Ryan Howard is gonna show herself.
Yeah.
I think they'll have time to watch film, work it out, and learn how to play together better. So I'm gonna have to go Vinyl.
Okay. Saturday, week 2, Mist versus Rose. Yeah.
So another battle of the losers. Maybe Miss will have a win under their belt. And they can get it done again.
I suspect the Rose to get it done by the end. I have faith in Chelsea Gray and Angel Reese and Kalia Copper to get it done, unless Stu is just showing up by then. But I'm not betting against the point guard too many times.
Not too many times.
Okay. Second game of that day, Lunar Owls versus Phantom.
Lunar Owls, no question.
Who do you? The last day of week 2 is Vinyl versus Lunar Owls. I'm going Lunar Owls.
That's tough.
I'm going Lunar Owls. I got faith in Nafisa and Sky Dig.
Yeah.
And
they're gonna test
Alicia Gray. That's gonna be a test.
That's gonna be a test. I would say they evenly matched. They both got their drop off, right? Yeah. Which would be Jordan Canada and Shakira. They play different positions, but I feel like that's where they kind of drop off right now. I think for Vinyl to get it done, AB is gonna have to have a good game. AB is gonna have to have a good game. And Shakira's gonna have to have a good game, right? Because they already down a person.
That's true. She's gonna have to have at least 12 that game, I assume.
I hate to bet against Nafisa and Sky, so I'm gonna go Lunar Owls.
Okay. She really wanted to say the Vinyl though, y'all.
I did, but I can't bet. I did. Girl, get out my mouth. I did, but I just can't bet against them yet. I think they'll show me who they are after they play the Laces. Me and you'll have to revisit that after they play the Laces.
Okay. And last game of week 2 is Rose versus Laces. I said I'm not going against the point guard too many times, and 8 times out of 10, I'm not gonna go against her, but this is gonna be one of them times. I got the Laces in that game.
I got the laces, but you know what? I feel like Chelsea Gray, Angel Reese, Ka are competitors, and they know that they are playing against a damn good team.
Yeah.
And like I said, they had some time to practice. They had some time to look at film. Hopefully, Nola makes the needed adjustments. Hopefully, we can get Lexi Hall some more minutes, even if that's just to give somebody else a rest.
The only reason I feel like the Rose are not gonna get it done is because she does not go into her bench much at all. With Lexi Hole playing 6 minutes first game, 3 minutes they second game. Brittany Sykes played a couple of more minutes that second game, as did Azarae. 5 versus 6 deep is not gonna get it done when that 6 deep is getting it done.
Yeah.
And they really 5 because Jackie not playing, but you can't tell they missing the body based off how they go. You know what I mean? I gotta go laces.
Yeah. Okay.
That's gonna be the only time
I'm going laces.
You are too?
I'm going laces. I got a lot of faith in him. Well, that's a wrap. I feel like that was a good week 1. I'm excited to see what week 2 has in store for us. Come back here to check us out for our South Carolina versus LSU takes. And we'll see y'all at the end of week 2 from her Baseline podcast with Indy and Liz. That's all we got for you. Bye.
Bye.
Bow, 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 bow.
Shout out to A.